Now, I remember as a kid playing this game, I thought it was so weird that she had red eyes. I don't know why I thought it was weird, I was always like, she's apparently supposed to be some 200-year-old lady, but apparently she doesn't look old at all. Yet she's got these evil red eyes. I was always like, something shifty about this. Why would she have red eyes? Red eyes are supposed to be evil, aren't they? But... huh. Yet, you know, I was always going, even when I'd beat the game, I'd be like, yeah. She's totally evil, she's totally evil. Constantly waiting for something to happen with her. Now, little spoilers, she's not evil. She's just a really old lady that looks really young, who just so happens to have red eyes. Which is weird because she listens to the water here in the Water Palace, which explains the blue robes and the blue hair. But... not the red eyes. You'd think she'd also have blue eyes. Though, in hindsight, you know, being older, I can kind of see that maybe giving her blue eyes would be a little bit too much blue on one person here. So, I can kind of understand why they used a different color. Anyways, basically what they just told us is, we got the Mana Sword and it's lost all its power. We need to power it back up so that we can save the world. Right? There's an empire out there, they're trying to rebuild a fortress, which is going to harness all the power of mana, and it's going to take over the world. It's going to be bad. Shit's going down, so... we don't want that to happen. Now, what we have to do to get power back in the sword is go around and raise the sword up to all these seeds. Right? Now you'd think, hey... blocking off the power from these seeds is going to, you know, stop the flow of mana from the world. But apparently it doesn't stop the flow of mana. It... like, if you think the old Final Fantasy games, where when you stopped the power from the crystals, suddenly there was no fire or no wind, etc., etc. Yeah. Stopping the power from the water seed doesn't stop water. It apparently just stops other people from being able to come and harness the power of the water. Boom, sealed. Yeah, weird. Anyways, if you decide you want to grind, this is a really good spot to do it around. There's no enemies here, you gotta travel a bit to get to them, but Luca does give you full heals. Now, I'm gonna go on a little bit of a tangent here, because, you know, I love to do that, but what is up with these stairs? This is a horrible security measure, right? You need to step on the switch to get in, and then when you leave, you step on the switch, and it makes the stairs go away. This doesn't stop anybody from getting into the castle, this palace. The switch is on the wrong side. So, you know, as a kid, once again, Red Eyes thought she was evil. These switches aren't for keeping people out. They are clearly for locking her in here with that crystal. Because, boom, now she can't go anywhere. And yes, I would always make sure that I would lock both my stairs and Gemma's stairs. I don't know why, I just always make sure that all the stairs are closed. You can walk around the switches, but boom, switch is gone. So anyways, back to the seeds. So there are 8 palaces, there are 8 seeds. If we open up our stats menu here, you can see we've got 1. Which means we can level all our magic, which we currently don't have, up to the first level. The max level being 8, once we've unlocked all 8 seeds. Along with magic, we've got... whoops, I didn't want to go here. We've got our weapons, right? As we get our weapons, you can see our sword's currently level 1. Our spear is level 0. Right, we did just get a spear from her. You should have been paying attention, should have known that. But, as we use our weapons, right, as we kill enemies, we get experience. As we just hit enemies with our weapon, we gain experience for the weapons. Now, when we beat the first boss, we got an orb from the boss. So you can see we've got 1 out of 2 orbs for the sword, 1 out of 1 for the spear. You always start with 1. We can only level our weapons up to level 1, because you start with being able to do that. Which, you know what, I'm gonna head somewhere where I can use my weapon, is what allows us to charge it up. You might have also recalled when it said sword reach level 1 very early on in the game. Right? If we switch to our spear, which I'm going to do because it is the more powerful weapon, we can't charge it yet. Right? There are going to be 8 orbs for each of the weapons. A lot of things in 8 in this game. And, well, with each orb that there's a blacksmith we'll find later on in the game, he can actually, temper our weapons for us using the power of those orbs. Each time he does so, we'll be able to level them up another level. Each level allowing us to charge them even more. So a good thing to do is to, you know, constantly switch your weapons, make sure all of them are at max level, depending on which orbs you just got. Or, you know, just sticking with the ones you like. Because sometimes, and I know there are some people who'll be like, oh, no! Sneaky goblin sneaking up on me. Anyways, as I was saying, some weapons are just, they're better to use than others. Right? Some people just, they straight up won't like some of the distance weapons, and it's also unnecessary for, you know, playing when you're playing as the hero to give him the distant ones because he's got lots of health. Why not, you know, put him right into the battle? While other characters, you know, as I said already, spoilers, there are the 3. There's the boy, the girl, and the sprite. They might not have so much health. Hey, look! A girl! I wonder if she's gonna be one of our heroes later. Anyways, the game does balance it out pretty well, with the boy having good health and, good stats with the weapons. You know, he's got the strength, the power, and he uses them a lot. The girl, while more your healer, is also your balance between magic and physical attacks. And then the sprite that we haven't seen yet is basically all magical. So, like I said, whether you want to be someone who's like, oh no, I've maxed every weapon with every character, or you're sitting there going, no, there's no reason for the sprite to ever have the spear, or also, notice now that we've got the spear, we can't cut any sort of grass. Yeah, that's another reason why sometimes certain weapons you're going to want to make sure that they're leveled up, because you have to use them at certain points. And just constantly switching back and forth is a little irritating. But yeah, as I was saying, leveling up every weapon with every character, that's something I like to do, but I'm a bit of a completionist. Or just going, nah, these are the weapons that these characters are using. While making it, you know, a lot faster, kinda, and while specializing your characters, I don't know, kinda takes away a little bit of the fun of going, haha, I can use whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want. Come on. You know, reaching level 1 would be nice. Oh, another thing? Yeah, certain characters do level different weapons up faster. The boy levels up, the ranged weapons a little bit slower than he will with the close range ones, and he's the fastest and levels the sword up faster than anyone else. Which is why it's taking a little bit longer to level the spear up than it was for the sword. Boom! Now, we were told to go continue on to Gaia's navel, right? Well, before we do that, I'm gonna take a little detour. We can visit this town, we can check out what's going on, right? I'm just gonna give you the quick rundown. People here, they've been cursed. Cursed by a witch. Wait, we've heard about a witch. Huh. Anyways, they've all become silent. If you head to the south of the town, you'll see there's a temple and what looks like a cult that's hanging around, and well, no one there talks. But anyways, I'm coming here because there is a little scene that I want to see so that we can move on in the game, and I'm totally going the wrong way. What am I doing? What am I doing? I don't need to be in here. I went through the wrong door. Did I? Where am I going? I'm lost. Alright, let me just rejog my memory here and stop being an idiot.